The 911 call from the dead. In 2018, John Carter took a job as a 911 dispatcher in a small town in Oregon. His job was anything but easy. Every day he had to listen to hundreds of calls, ranging from car accidents and house fires to the most terrifying situations imaginable. But there was one call, on the night of November 12th, that haunted John for the rest of his life. 0032 a.m. The unusual call. That night was cold, with thick fog blanketing the town. The 911 dispatch office was unusually quiet. John was sipping his coffee when his line lit up. An emergency call. 911, what's your emergency? At first, there was no response. Only the sound of heavy breathing. John frowned, adjusting his headset to hear better. Hello? This is 911. Is anyone there? Finally, a weak voice spoke. A woman's voice. Please. Help me. Someone is in my house. John immediately straightened up. He checked the screen for the caller's information. The address appeared. 1387 Willow Creek Road. A house on the outskirts of town, about 10 minutes from the nearest police station. What's your name? He asked. I'm Emily. I'm hiding in the closet. He's right outside. John quickly typed the address into the system, sending officers to the location. But as he reviewed the call history, his heart pounded. This number had called 911 before, and not just once. It had called on this exact date, every year. The call from 3 years ago. John checked the records. A horrifying crime had occurred at that address exactly 3 years ago, on November 12th. The victim, Emily Dawson, 27 years old. She had been murdered in her own home. Police found her strangled to death, hidden inside the closet, just as she had described in this call. But the most chilling part? Emily had called 911 on the night she was murdered. She had said someone was in her house. She had said she was hiding in the closet. But when the police arrived, it was too late. John felt a shiver run down his spine. He looked at the screen. The call was still active. If this was a prank, the person behind it knew too many disturbing details. Emily, you said someone is in your house? He asked, trying to stay calm. Yes, he's right outside the closet. I can hear him breathing. John swallowed hard. This was exactly what was written in the original case report. Can you see him? A long silence. Then Emily whispered, I can't, but I know. He's smiling. Goosebumps crawled over John's skin. Before he could say another word, a loud noise came through the line, like someone had just opened the closet door. Then, silence. Emily? He called. No response. A few seconds later, the call abruptly ended. Police arrive at the scene. About 10 minutes later, police arrived at the house. But when they searched inside, they found no one. The house had been abandoned since Emily's death. The front door was still locked. There were no signs of forced entry. And the closet where she said she was hiding, completely empty. Police checked the 911 call records, but strangely, there was no call from Emily's number that night. The system showed no record of any connection from that address. But John knew what he had heard. He had spoken to Emily, or rather, her ghost. A ghost's calling record. After that night, John didn't stay at his job much longer. He always felt uneasy, like someone was watching him. A year later, on November 12th, another dispatcher received a call from Emily's number. The same words, the same desperate plea. Police went back to check, but once again, there was nothing. Every year, On the same night, the 911 dispatch center in that small town receives a call from Emily's number. A woman's voice, begging for help, but no one can ever save her.